You know what's kind of annoying is it's kind of weird is that wow, God, my mouse, I fucking Dark Souls Remastered is kind of wonky. Like I guess for some reason I don't have it in borderless windowed mode, so it's acting really annoying. But there, I don't know if I just can't find. I don't know if it's just because it's being cut off or something, or I don't know, an issue with YouTube, but. There's no Dark Souls Remastered in the game section, like where I select what game I'm playing. Dark Souls Remastered is not there. So I just have it as Dark Souls 1. That's yeah, holy shit, I'm so watching. Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if I just pulled up Terraria? You know, if I set the game, you know, we're playing Dark Souls. Wouldn't it be? Dark Souls is the game on the stream. It's set to the game. Wouldn't it be funny if I just pulled up Terraria right now? I mean, you can. I'd simply leave. Wouldn't that be good though? I think you'd do a lot more than leave. I think you'd try to suck, or you'd try to get me. Whoop. That's really good ice. I don't eat it. I don't chew the ice. I suck on it. Who's the Admiral Offlesser in Legend of the Galactic Heroes? Apparently he chews ice, but he's also like really fucking dumb. Is that like a stereotype for dumb people? They oh, hold on. Let me see what this is. They chew ice. Is that a thing? Is that a stereotype, or is it just real? I'd leave to. Maybe I should change the Terraria actually. Maybe I should change the Terraria. Maybe that'd be the wise choice. Here, let's see. What is this? Oh, okay. Never mind. That's something else. There we go. All right. I think why don't we just get into the video game? Why don't we just get up on in there? When we get up in that ass. Why don't we get on up in that ass? Why don't we do that? There we go. All right, we're up in here. Actually, I haven't played this with the VTuber thing, so I don't know how this is gonna look. No, it basically just cuts off the souls. That's fine. Oh yeah, basically I ran out of Estus. Because I made it a mission for myself to fight every single enemy as I went down, and it went fine. I killed everything, and there were no points where I ran, or maybe there was only one point where I ran. It's only because I got toxicated. I got toxicated, and so that was. Oh wait, I have school in 5 hours? No, that's just simply not true. Hold on, I gotta open my task manager for something real quick. God, this game is so... Where the fuck... Stupid ass fucking game, dude. Stop. Anything that gets pulled up in front of it, it just has a heart attack. Bro. Okay, there we go. There it is. God, hold on. I need to check and see what is going on with the I have school in 3 months? No. Hold on, let me check my mouse. Oh man, yeah, this game is only 60 FPS, so whenever I'm in here and I move my mouse around, it's like... Scariest word known to man. Oh, I don't think I can say that. I think that's a bad word, right? J something B something. Yeah, I don't think I can say that on stream. I think I'll get shut down. I think I'll get canceled. Speaking of getting canceled, that was it. That was all I had to say. I didn't say. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mildred. Okay. Wait, do I actually... Hold on. Do I have any moss clumps? I don't know if I have any moss clumps. Oh, okay. We do. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Alright, Mildred. Why don't you get that ass over here? Damn, look at that. No one can beat me at this video game. See that combo? I call that the fuck you combo. It's a really creative name, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Dark Souls. Yeah, Dark Souls. You know what they say about Dark Souls? I don't remember the last time I played Dark Souls on stream. I think it was like 2 years ago or something. God. I haven't played through the game all the way. Did you finish Terraria? We actually did. We did. No, I didn't really finish my personal playthrough of it because I'm trying to get all the achievements. That's what I'm trying to do for that character specifically. I haven't done that yet. I'm pretty close. I only have like 7 or 8 more achievements left. The stupid kite achievement, that's not working for some reason. I don't know. Whoever made that achievement, go fuck yourself. Not fun. 0 out of 10. It literally takes aura off of Terraria. That's how bad that thing is. Don't even know. God, I hate. No, sorry, I hit my microphone arm. I do not like red guards. Do not bring a red guard near me. Yeah, no, it was the last stream. Blue, when you get the chance, kindly let me out of your walls. No, I don't think I will. No, I don't think I will. Also, you're slandering me, by the way. I don't think you're not in my walls anymore. It's not something that's going on right now. Anyway, the way that, Sean Ryan, he goes around, Grimlock is the #1 dino bot. He's going up there. There's a, ooh. No, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was my fault. Can get it any day. Well, what are you, a furry? What are you, a furry? You're into this fucking thing? Excuse me? I think that confirms it. Yeah, Valaire's a furry. Yeah, that's right. Valaire's a furry. Let it be known here first that Valaire is... Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Valaire is, in fact, a furry. He literally just said that Quelaag can get it, which implies that he wants to have sexual intercourse with Quelaag, who, from the waist down is a gigantic... Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Sorry. Oh, hold on. Let me drink. Beer. If I don't have my 13 beers at the end of the day, I get really fucking cranky, just like Quelaag. So, I understand. I understand perfectly. I understand perfectly her situation. No, I did not mean to kick, you fucking idiot. Oh, no. God damn it, man. I actually hate that attack. That's the only attack that Quelaag does where I'm like, ugh. I just fuck off with that. Top half. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, after you just said, yeah, Quelaag can get it any day. You didn't specify which half. Get the fuck out of there, you idiot. Oh my god, man. Oh my fucking god, bro. When's Jedi Survive? I'm not playing that on stream. I thought I said I wasn't gonna play that on stream, but no, I don't really want to do that on stream. It's too, I don't know. It was just causing issues, and it's like I don't know if it's gonna cause it again. And also, it's just one of those games where, like, more story-focused games like that I really want to. It's like I would never do my first run of KOTOR 2 on stream. That's just not something that I'd want to do. Because when I play like a game, like a story-based game that I really personally want to play, it's like I want to play it and not have to worry about like talking and like doing all kinds of other stuff, and like basically doing it in timed intervals. Like basically, like if I were to do a KOTOR run, I'd basically have to do it only on stream, right? Because like if I didn't, then it's like, okay, I play for 5 hours, I play for 5 hours off stream. And then when I get back on stream, no one's gonna know what the fuck is going on. They're not gonna know any of the changes or decisions that I made. I don't think Jedi Survivor's like that. Like, cause KOTOR is pretty much just like it's like Mass Effect kind of game. Oh, fuck off, dude. So I was trying to get her. Jeez, that's what I get for doing no damage. Holy shit. Anything but attacking the boss. Excuse you? What the fuck was that right there? Mr. Smell your obvious. I do not care for what? What, you don't like pizza? What kind of fucking non-human doesn't like pizza? Bro, who gave Anton dude, who gave Anton, Kaniza rights, man? Like, God, what the fuck is going on with society where someone like this gets rights? Am I right? Dude doesn't even like tomatoes. Dude hates dude hates pizza. And he's just okay in society. Our society's just okay with that. That's fucking nuts, dude. I knew it. Yeah, you're out of here. Ketchup is good. Pizza sauce is okay. Yeah, that's literally like, that's like the biggest cope I've ever seen. This guy's like, oh shit, I just got caught. Guys, I just got caught. Sorry, man, but I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it 100%. I just need to, I need, what I meant is that this specific thing is not that bad, but I don't like this specific part of it. You can't escape from me. You can't escape from me. Raw tomatoes suck, though. Yeah, that's one of the most heinous things I've ever heard in my fucking life, dude. Raw tomatoes suck, though? Dude. What? Where are you from? Lameass.com? Yo. That was good. I got him. Got him. I have to have tomatoes with something else. If I have, well, see, the thing is that Fluky is just, he normally has bad takes, so I just expect that from him. Anton he was the man back in the day, you know? Like, whenever Anton walked in the room, it was like, yo, here comes Anton. He's about to whip up a good old-fashioned opinion. Ooh, I'm about to hear something based and awesome right now. That's not the case with Fluky. Whenever Fluky comes in, it's like, oh shit, it's the guy who, you know, it's the guy, you know, me and his mom, me and Fluky's mom, me and your mom, me and your mom. I just can't do tomatoes. Yeah, that's fair. No, I get that. Given that good suck. Wait, what happened? What's going on? I wasn't paying attention. I have ADHD. Hey, guys, I'm sorry. Wait, what? Oh, you know, I just realized I don't have my fucking, my gloves on. Wait. Oh, yeah, it is these ones. I'm sorry. I'm not fat rolling, right? Okay, no. Why kill them? What? What did I kill? What? Quaylag? But she's she's evil. She's bad. Also, it was self-defense. All I did was walk in there, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you. All I did was walk in. You know, I didn't even have my weapon drawn. I was just walking around like this. Like, this is not a weapon drawn ready to kill someone. Like, if I was in, like, this stance, or I had it, like, you know, pointed forward, then you would maybe be like, okay, well, they were threatening me. No, I'm just walking around with this. She saw me walk in. She's like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Didn't even say anything to me. She smiled. No, there's the centipede demon right there, by the way. The guy who we're going to fight in Night Rain. You know, doesn't look like there's any change. Are there changes to him? Does he have, like, a different moveset or something? Kills the fair lady, shake my head. Oh, I killed the fair lady? Oh, yeah, well, unfortunately, she wasn't fair enough to where I could, hold on, let me start that over. Well, unfortunately for you and for her, she wasn't so fair that I could let her go walking away. I had to get up in there. I had to get up in there, get that. Let me start over. Well, unfortunately for you, centipede from Night Rain. Wait, did I actually say that? Did I say that's the centipede demon from Night Rain? Oh, fuck. Did I actually say that? Okay, that's kind of fun. I didn't even mean to say that. I meant, like, it's gonna... Anyways, let me start that over. Well, unfortunately for you and for your fair lady, looks like she wasn't so fair after all. Anyways, I needed to get up in there to get that Firekeeper soul for that extra healing. So why don't you just back off, dude? See, that was good. That was like something that you'd see in a movie like Hell or High Water. Hell and High Water. Wait, is it Hell or High Water, or is it Hell and High Water? I'm sorry, I'm saying the H word a lot this stream. I apologize. I'm not being very friendly to the family. Do you guys eat? I only eat family style. You know, as Frank Hassel says, I eat family style. Ceaseless discharge? You mean with my? Oh, dude. Okay, that's not fucking family friendly. What is wrong with you, dude? Don't ever say that again in my life. If I ever see, dude, IRL, if I ever heard you say that, I'd give you a stern talking to. That's what I would do. I'd pull you to the side. I'd have my hand on your forearm. Nice grip. Not like a nice firm grip to where, you know, I'm showing you who's boss, but not so hard that it hurts. I'd pull you aside and I'd say, hey man, you don't say that around these parts. And you would get the idea. Did you just beat up that crippled? You're right. I did, and I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Don't even try me. You know, they used to call me in college. They used to call me what's like a name for? They used to call me Crip Basher back in college because I used to bash in the heads of all the never mind. I don't know if I can joke about. No, just kidding. Yeah, they used to call me the Crip Basher back in college because I used to bash people's heads in a video game. That's not real, YouTube. It's not real. Don't worry. Cripple Beater Field. Yeah, Cripple Beater Field. That's right. That's what they used to call me. Well, not with the field. They were like, hey guys, we need to make sure that you don't leave your crippled people lying around. Don't leave your crippled people, you know, just lying around in public because, you know, good old-fashioned Bluefield will come over and he'll bash their heads in. Yeah. I used to be a monster, man. You know that song, what is it? Is it Disturbed where it's like, I feel like a No, that's not Disturbed. That's not Disturbed. What, Skillet. Na 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 na. I really liked that song when I was a kid, and I remember there was like someone put a Hero Factory edit over that song, and I really liked it. You know, all of BioTube loved that song. Like, you would click on My Mox 48 video by Kyler Nuva 135. It would have that music over, or Disturbed. He really liked Disturbed. I like Kyler Nuva 135 a lot. He was pretty funny, and he made some fucking amazing mods. You know, Mox. I mean, here's the thing about Bionicle Mox is that I actually don't like when Bionicle Mox are like super overly edited and like complicated. When they're like normal sized, like, you know, there's the, you know, Inika / Paraka normal sized figures, and people would just go like so overboard trying to make like those builds so complicated as they could. I actually didn't see. Here's the thing. I think his most of his mocks look like absolutely amazing. I think all of them look really good, even like the earlier ones. In fact, I like some of the earlier ones better than the later ones because they look more like normal Bionicles than like just a really super over-engineered mock, if that makes sense. Like, the thing about Bionicles is that most Bionicles didn't actually use that many pieces. They just used them in a very clever way to monster outside my window. Wait, what? Vaguely remember some monster. Oh yeah, what's up, Blue Daddy? Yeah, that's what they used to call me, Blue Daddy. Yeah, no, but a lot of Kyler Nuva, yeah, Kyler Nuva 135. I'll just call him Kyler Nuva. A lot of his mocks were very, very good. He made a fucking awesome one called Bullzon, which was like 3 feet tall or something. I think it was his. I think that was his largest. I think he said he had one that was bigger, I don't think that was true. I think it was the like ultimate Tazak thing that was like taller, but it didn't have nearly as many pieces. I think it didn't look nearly as good. The Volzon, that thing was fucking awesome. I don't remember if it was I don't think it was Makuta. I think it was something else. But I think the guy my favorite I think my favorite mocks overall were from the Shadowed 1-1. Who you know, unfortunately he passed away. I don't know how. I don't think they ever said how he died. You know, it's not like they need to or anything. But like his family, I mean. But yeah, I think what was it? They just found him dead in his sleep one night. Is that, or one day? Like, that's basically what happened, right? I don't know why I'm like asking that. I don't expect any of you guys to know this, but oh, okay, he's over there. I still need to get that Firekeeper soul. You know what? I'm just gonna go back up, get the bonfire, and then I'll come back down because I don't want to fucking deal with the toxic. No, I mean we can just do it right now. It's not a big deal. Just kill these guys first before we jump down there. But yeah, no. When I was a kid, a lot of people watched a lot of like, you know, PewDiePie, Markiplier, that kind of stuff when they were kids on YouTube. And you know, I watched PewDiePie every once in a while. Mainly with one of my buddies, because he really liked PewDiePie. But, most of my... Oh, I can't even get over there? Hold on. Let me get a fucking firebomb, if I have one, right? Do I have a firebomb? No, I don't have any firebombs. Okay, that's fine. I don't really think we need one. It's not like that actually does any damage to us when we're getting hit by it. It's just that initial hit that sucks, you know, because it makes you toxic. Okay. Let me get rid of the poison, actually, because that's really draining my health. Wait, did I just go but no, I didn't. Wasn't really paying attention. Oh, did he drop down? I think he dropped down. Okay. What a fucking idiot, dude. I would never do something as stupid as that, to drop down into a pit with a bunch of fire-breathing dogs. I would never. Jump over? Nah, you can't jump in video games. There we go. Do I have a homeward bone? I don't think I do, right? Oh, no, I do. Yeah, why don't we just use it? I don't really want to deal with the toxic. What was I gonna say? That yeah. So I watched so many biotubers when I was a kid. Or Bionicle YouTubers. Fun fact about it, there was like a huge drama going on. Well, you know, I'll get into that later. But like, really my three favorite for a while were the Shadowed 1-1. I got hooked on his content because he made this really good, like, decently written series called Makuta, where it's basically like, you know, what a lot of these series would be like. A lot of them were just like mini-series. They wouldn't last too long. Makuta was like 30-something episodes or something, or 30 or 40 episodes. It was really long. And then there was Fantoka before that, which was not as long, and it wasn't as complicated. I think Makuta was better in like every way, but at least from what I remember, I think there may have been some stuff in there that I don't know. I remember Makuta being very good. And basically what the premise was, and this is, you would see lots of people do this sort of like story archetype. Basically it would be like Toy Story, kind of, where, is he not there? Oh, is it just because I didn't rest at it, really? Okay. You should do Demon Souls 2009. Yeah, I've done Demon Souls again. I've done Demon Souls before. I love Demon Souls. I just, I need to get RPCS 3 on this computer, because I never, a few years ago I installed Windows 11 on here, and I just never reinstalled RPCS 3, and then I need to do the disk dump thing for Demon Souls. It's right there, like, I'm literally looking at it right now, Demon Souls. It's a damn good game, and you can also get it up to 60 FPS very easily on RPCS 3. you know, without fucking the logic of the game. You can get it up to 144 frames as well, but I never got that to work properly. Like, the game would basically just be in fast motion. But yeah, essentially what Makuta was is, it was kind of like Toy Story, you know, where all the Bionicles, they were living, you know, in the owner's house. And, or Nathan, you know, his name was Nathan. They were living in the house, so it's like, oh, guys, this person's doing this in, the master bedroom. Well, we have to go over there and kill him. And eventually, like, what the story led to is this one guy named Mesograx, who was like, I don't know, he was a pretty interesting character. He was basically like just very evil, scary guy who, you know who I should describe him as is oh God, what's his name from Game of Thrones? I actually don't, dude. You know what? It's been so long since I've engaged with A Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones. You can parry these Indians, by the way. I think these guys are too big to be called, yeah, you know, but, I think there's something else. Never mind. Fuck. Euron. Yeah, he was similar to Euron Greyjoy, where he had this crew of really weird guys with him, just like bizarre characters. He was a bizarre character himself, and he had like this weird ambition of becoming a god, and no one really knew exactly what he was planning on doing. Like this, it was like this weird occult sort of storyline. And anyways, what happens in Makuta at the very end is Mesograx renames himself to Mesodax when he becomes like a literal god character. He wins, and then he kills all the main characters. I remember that seeing that as a kid. I was like, "Whoa, what? All the Makuta and all the Toa are dead?" And it's like, yeah, they actually were dead. The Shadowed One won in the story. Yeah, they were all killed off, and it follows like other side characters in the sequel series, which is called Reign of Mesodax, which he never finished. I think it was 6 episodes that he did, and I think the time adds up to like just a little over an hour and a half. I think maybe not even that. But it was very good, and it was still kind of the same thing where it's like Toy Story, where, you know, they're in a house, and they're, you know, hold on, I totally, before I forget, I need to, yeah, reinforce, whoops, there we go, sorry, I thought I heard a noise there, yeah, so, all right. Yeah, they were still like toys in a house and everything, but like Mesodax, he was still like kind of, he was doing his own thing. Not necessarily like, he wasn't going around killing people himself, but he like conjured up a bunch of like force. See, the thing is that it's Toy Story rules-ish, where like, you know, they're bionicle toys like living in a house, but then Mesodax is like summoning entire hordes of zombies basically to kill all the main characters. You know, it's you just got to go with it. But yeah, that was a very good series that the Shadowed One made. He never finished it, unfortunately. And it's like, I wish I knew. I wish he released. Well, I mean, it's not like he planned on dying. But like, I don't think he planned on finishing it, because just so many years went by. I think it was like over a decade that went by of him not even doing a single episode of either, what was the other it was Reign of Mesodax, and then the other one was Salvation. He went like over a decade without making you know, a single episode for either. So I think they were probably abandoned projects. So yeah, like I wish he had released the like scripts for like the original story of what he planned for, because there was clearly, like, especially for Reign of Mesodax, there was very clearly an endpoint to the story, because essentially what was happening is, you know, like Mesodax was, you know, the god of this house. He was, you know, killing everybody, and there were like small stragglers of forces like resisting him all over the place. And basically, one character, Vizon, he knew what Mesodax's weakness was, but he, it kept on like getting cut off as to what it was. Like at one moment, I think it was in episode 4 or 5 or something, we were about to find out what it was, and then, Vizon got cut off, attacked by a bunch of Zyglak, which his Zyglak characters were fucking awesome that he made. The Zyglak, in the Bionicle lore, they were these like, they weren't Bionicles, they were like fully fleshy. Oh, I just fucked that up. Fully fleshy beings that were created by the great beings that were just like totally like disgusting and violent. But like he intertwined them into the story. And the very last thing that we see in the series is that one of the main characters, I would say he's probably the main character. He's probably the protagonist of Reign of Mesodax, Toa Mentha. His brother Toa Nuja, I think his name is, a Toa of Air. I think Mentha was a Toa of Iron, correct? I think he was a Toa of Iron. He had like some power where he could like create just weapons out of thin air. Was he a Toa of Iron? I actually don't. I need to go back and watch it again. It's been a while, but Toa Mentha. Yeah, he was basically like the main character of Reign of Mesodax. Even though he wasn't the main character of Makuta. Well, he was in Makuta and Fantoka, the two series that come before that. But he wasn't the main character of either of those, though he was like a central character. But he kind of was the main character of Reign of Mesodax as well as Vizon. But Vizon was also like he was more of like an antagonist as well. Did Nightfall ever come out? What's Nightfall? Nightfall? Oh, the mod Nightfall? I don't think it ever did. Did it? Hold on. We're gonna look. No, because this game's fucking annoying with the way that I have to tab out. I don't know. Actually, no. I have two computers. I can just look it up right here. Dark Souls Nightfall. Did it ever release? Let's see. Demo. Souls Nightfall. I don't see anything. I don't know. Maybe it did. Yeah, what was I saying, though? Yeah, so with Reign of Mesodax, he never finished it, but there very clearly was supposed to be an endpoint. Like, there was very clearly, like, something that was supposed to be the ending. I think he definitely had that story planned out. Yeah, just wish he got to finish it. I'm being such a silly Billy here. I don't even need to sprint and run to, and jump up on there. I can just do that. Yeah, and Salvation was his other series, but series. Salvation was not like Toy Story rules kind of universe. It basically took place in the Bionicle universe, but like on another planet. That was very good. I think Reign of Mesodax was definitely better, but the last episode of Salvation that we got, I think that was probably his best work, like, period. I think in general that was my favorite thing that he ever made. It was called like Bounty Hunters or something. And the mocks in that, like the mocks for the Bounty Hunters were so incredible. I don't know how it must have taken so long for him to design those, but they were fantastic. And I wish he created videos, telling us how to make them, because what I would want to do for a few of those is I'd want to go in Bricklink, just buy a bunch of pieces and like make them. But I know that would be expensive. But yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so I watched the Shadowed one a lot. He also just later on, he would make like Bionicle meme video, just like videos about, just like meme-y Bionicle videos, like but also like top 10 videos for Bionicle lore, so like top 10 hated Bionicle characters, top 10 worst Bionicle sets, top 10 most evil Bionicle characters, and they were pretty good actually. Like, that's the thing about him, is that he was so passionate about Bionicle. He was one of those people that is like a total like living encyclopedia of Bionicle. I wouldn't be surprised if he knew literally everything about Bionicle. Yeah, so he did that. He also would make some short films about some of the other like characters in the series. Like he made a short film about Icarax, who's a very cool character in the lore. He's a member of the Makuta. Oh, fuck off! That didn't hit me, dude. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, he's gonna do it. Yeah, no. Oh, no, don't hit me. Oh, fuck off. What the fuck? How the fuck did that not hit him? Oh, you're such a piece of shit. Oh, fuck off. This is so stupid. Okay, there we go. Yeah, look at that damage. That's big damage right there. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. That's the kind of damage that Bluefield likes to see. Look at that right there. Oh, yeah. You know what I call that? I call that big-ass damage. I call that big damn. Oh, yeah. Nice. Get him right in the belly button. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Hold on. Wow. I really should have upgraded this thing before I came here. Yeah, but I think it was early 2023 or so. I think it was February 2023 that it was announced that the Shadowed One passed away. And, you know, at that point, it wasn't like I was regularly watching his videos, like I was when I was a kid. But that hit me so hard because, you know, even though they were just stop motion videos about like Lego action figures on YouTube, but like his videos had such an impact on me at the time because he told some genuinely very good stories, and they were like with those Bionicles, they were dark, they were depressing, and there really wasn't anyone on YouTube making stuff like that with Bionicles. Like it was all very like kind of standard kind of stuff, I would say. Like, I don't know if I'd say standard, but like not nearly as dark. Like it was like, oh yeah, these guys, they would have blood in their series. Like, oh, this guy died and he'd get blood on the ground. But like, no, the Shadowed One stuff was like genuinely very dark, very depressing. Just a lot of like actual like there's a scene in Reign of Mesodax where some guy's just straight up getting tortured to death by Vizon. Just like straight like inspired from Saw, and I'm like, oh wow, as a kid I was like, whoa, should I be watching this? I think in the first episode of Reign of Mesodax, he had a thing that was like, this series is rated E10, everyone 10 and up or something. Like you have to be at least 10 to be watching this. I don't think I was 10 at the time, so I was like, oh wait, should I tell my parents that I'm watching this? Old Dark Souls graphics. Well, I mean, to be fair, this is Dark Souls remastered, but yeah, I get what you mean. This game has so much charm to it. Just the art style of this game is so perfect. Yeah, you know, I wish that while he was still alive, I don't know what social media he had. I think he had Facebook, but I have never had a Facebook in my life. I wish I had just taken the time to send him a message on something and be like, hey, you're even if he didn't read it, I don't know if he would have or not, but I don't know if he like checked his DMs on anything or not. But like, I wish I'd just taken the time to like send him a message and just be like, hey man, your stuff really had a positive impact on me. So like, you know, thank you for that. You know, thank you for making such good stuff. I don't know, I just wish I said something like that. I don't know, maybe that's cringe, maybe that's very corny, but and even if he didn't see that, I wish I had done something like that, just like shown my appreciation somehow, because he did have a positive impact on me, on my life. Yeah, and it's really tragic for someone as I think he was in it. He was only a few years older than me, I think. Or wait, how old was I actually I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I think he was like in his okay, well that's more than a few years older than me. Yeah. Yeah, so some other biotubers that I used to watch. Yeah, Kyler Nuva 135, we're talking about him. He did have some series of his own, but they weren't as I'd say they weren't as in depth as like what the Shadowed One was doing. And also I think his like Kyler Nuva, his main series that were like very serious, he never finished those. Like he just didn't did he say that? I think he had one that was called like Universe at War. I think he said that he had one episode of that like all filmed and that he just had to edit it, but it never came out. I don't know. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't remember, and that was a while ago when I was. But yeah, Kyler Nuva 135. He also made like a lot of like meme short like kind of comedic videos. But one thing about Kyler Nuva 135 that like really awed me as a kid, I was like, whoa, is he had such an insane amount of just bionicles. There was this one guy that he had, it was not known. I was gonna say Unknown Toe of Fire, but it wasn't that guy. It was like Photor or something. I don't know. He had Photox mask. Photok was an Avmatoran. Oh, I do like no fucking damage. What the hell? But he had this Toe of Fire that Kyler Nuva 135 had made. He had the helmet of another Bionicle named Akar, who was a Glatorian. And the Glatorian and Agori, they didn't have masks, they had helmets. And he had 3 of Akar's helmets on this Toe of Fire while still having his default Akar. So he bought at least 4 Akars. Which, I mean, at the time, I don't think that would have been a lot of money. It would have been like $40 or something. But, or, no. It would have been like 50. But, still, yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, he has so many Bionicles. I want to be like that. I want to own, like 20 of every Bionicle so I can have one original and, like, many of all of the, like, I can just make as many mocks as I want. Can I not backstab these guys? What the fuck? Thought you could backstab them. I probably just didn't do it right. Yeah, it's over, Anakin. I've got the high ground. Yeah, you got the poopy ground. Ow, 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 ow. That was right in my back. I have back issues as well, so that would... Ooh, ooh, did you guys see that? That was pretty Humpty Dumpty there. In the best way possible. Yeah, loved Kyler Nuva 135, and he and the Shadowed One were friends as well. And actually, Kyler Nuva in all of the Shadowed One's like series, they were fully voice acted, and he would oftentimes have like other Bionicle YouTubers voice act as characters. And in pretty much all of his series, except for Fantoka, which was like the very first one he ever did, Kylo Nuva 135 voiced his characters from every series. I think he did. Let's see, he did Taka Nuva and Makuta, Jax or Lax. I don't remember if it was Jax. I think it was Lax in Salvation, and then someone in Reign of Mustafar. I don't remember what character, but I know he had some line. Who did he do? Who did he? I don't remember, but let me see. What I watched a little bit of. I didn't watch him as. What the fuck? How did he? What? Why did it take him so long to? It took him so long to come down here. Why? What the fuck? I totally forgot. No. 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 Oh shit. Oh shit. He's fucking me in the ass. Hold on. Yeah, not anymore. Sorry, you're the one that gets done. Crest shield. Thank you, sir. But the crest of my heart is. Have you guys seen Crest of the Stars, the anime about the alien princess and the dude, random guy who gets like a son? Not random guy. I'm just kidding. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so yeah, Shadow Gear 135. I watched him a lot as well. Not as much though. He made some pretty unbelievable mocks, and I think he still makes like a lot of. What the fuck was that noise? Oh, thought that was coming from somewhere in IRL, and I got a little freaked out there. I was like, uh-oh, am I gonna have to poop? Yeah. He also, yeah, Toa, yeah. Wait, Shadow Gear 135. No. Shadow Gear 3665, I think. Yeah. He, you know, he had his own series. I didn't really watch those as much. I think I kind of got introduced to those a little late. I didn't start watching Shadow Gear 3665, 6335. I don't remember which it is. I didn't start watching him until like Hero Factory was about to start. Mainly what I knew, I found out about him through, because like he and this other Bionicle YouTuber named Toa June, they were dating. I assume they're not dating anymore, because on his newer channel, they had a podcast together, and then one day all those episodes just disappeared, so I guess they broke up, and they were like, you know, let's not, you know. Which sucks, because there was one podcast that I really wish that I had like downloaded or saved, because it talked about this quote flame war that happened in the Bionicle community, which, you know, I'll touch on later. But I found out about Shadow Gear through Kyler Nuva 135's video, because Kyler Nuva had this character. So like, you know, I didn't know anything about I didn't know who Shadow Gear was. Kyler Nuva had this character in that would pop up in like random videos of his, like little short comedy skit videos of his, named Toa Shadow. And Toa Shadow was always like this sort of slapstick humor kind of character, where he would get like beat up or fucked up. Like he would find himself in like a shitty situation where he'd either die or get like beat up or whatever. He'd either do something stupid to deserve it, or he did something like that absolutely did not warrant that. Like I think there was one episode where he just walks, like one character, Cyrax, is having a bad day. She's like really frustrated, and just out of nowhere, Toa Shadow shows up. He's like, hey, how's it going? And he scares her, and she like slaps him off the desk. You know, just like stuff like that. Like he would die in so many videos. And then Kyler Nuva uploaded a video that was like the many deaths of Toa Shadow, where it sort of revealed that like it was basically a compilation video of a lot of other people having Toa Shadow mocks and killing him in their videos. And I was like, oh wait, what is this? And then I found out that Toa Shadow is actually not one of Kyler Nuva's video. Oh, did the stream just Did the stream just crash? Hold on, is there lag? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not lagging. Turns out that Toa Shadow was the self-mock of another Bionicle YouTuber named Shadow Gear. Shadow Gear was also his... Like, people had self-mocks. Toa Shadow was one of them, and then Shadow Gear was another. He had 2 self-mocks. I don't know, maybe he had 3. The Shadow 1-1 self-mock was like a... Well, it wasn't really a mock. It was like a modified version of the Shadowed One, who's a character from Bionicle. He's sort of like a secondary villain kind of character, but then he kind of becomes like an anti-hero sort of ally to the main characters. Very cool character. Kyler Nuva 135. He had 2 self mocks. I think there was only 2. Maybe Tazak was. Maybe he counted Tazak as one of them. But Kai Lord, who was he had a Toa and a Clitorian version of him, and then Catrix, who was a Toa of Light. Those were Kyler Nuva's 2 self mocks. They were both very good. Shit. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so Shadow Gear 6335, I think it was. His so Toa Shadow was one of his self-mocks that like represents him and his brand. And so in all of these videos, I would constantly see people like having Toa Shadow get beat up in their videos, in their little skits, or like dead or killed. And I was like, huh, why is that? And I went over to I thought like maybe, it's a joke that Shadow Gear did himself, where it's like, oh, Toa Shadow, he's always getting into trouble, like maybe it's just because he's clumsy, blah blah. Then I went over to Shadow Gear's channel, and it was a lot less like comedic than I expect. Like, he still had the standard, like Bionicle short skits, like comedy videos and that stuff. He still had that stuff, but it wasn't like involving Toa Shadow getting like beat up or anything like that. So I was kind of confused, but I guess it just kind of slipped my mind when I was a kid. I just stopped kind of thinking about that because Bionicle was ending, and I also sort of stopped watching those videos a lot at some point. And also Shadow Gear, he deleted that original channel at some point, unfortunately, because like I wish I could go back and watch all of his old videos, because he made some fucking unbelievable mocks. There's probably a lot. There's probably some cringe on there too. I don't know. All these people, they all had some cringe on there, But I think there was one thing that he would constantly do. It was like this song. This song, I don't remember what it's. I don't know what it's from, but it's a song where it's like, they're coming to take me away, haha, hee hee. They're coming to take me away, haha, hee hee, ha, to the blah blah blah. It was something like that. And Shadow Gear, he constantly would have. I don't know if it was constant actually. I won't use that that word to describe it. But he did have a number of videos where it was like one of his characters, and that song was like basically like dubbed over the audio, and he would have the character like singing to it or like dancing to it or something. I don't even remember what the song is about. I don't know. When I was a kid, I thought it was like it had to do with it and like Pennywise. Maybe it does. I don't think it does, but I don't know. I'll have to look up that song again. But yeah, anyways, where was I going with this? Okay, so, fast forward years later to when Bionicle G2 starts in... fuck. I actually don't remember when it started. Did it start in 2016 or 2017? I think it starts... No. I think it starts in 2015. And then it ends in 2016, right? I think that's the timeline. And Shadow Gear made a bunch of like pretty comedic reviews for the Bionicle G2 sets, and I watched those, and I found out I was checking out his new channel, because I was like, oh wait, what happened to all of his old videos? I was looking through his channel, and I could only see new videos. It only went back like a few years, and I was like, okay, that's weird. I want to try to find his old channel. I couldn't find his old channel anywhere. And so I watched one of his... I saw that he had a podcast with Toa June, who I was familiar with. I never watched her videos, but I knew who she was, and I knew about her self mock, which was I think her self mock was just called Toa June, right? Oh shit. And so they were still dating at this point. Maybe they still are dating, but I don't know. They're even then, at that point they would have had to have been dating for like at least 6 years. But they had this episode of their podcast called like the Bionicle Flame War Explained, and I was like, what the fuck? What does that mean? And I started watching it, and they explained that. So remember when I was telling you guys about how in all these videos, all over Bionicle YouTube, even in Kyler Nuva 135's videos, they would they would feature Toa Shadow, who was the self mock of Shadow Gear. They would feature that character getting killed or getting fucked up somehow. Well, it turns out that is because half the community actually hated Shadow Gear. And they were like making fun of him. And I didn't realize this as a kid. I thought it was just like a funny, friendly gag. No, there was like legitimate beef in the Bionicle community. And what it stemmed from was this guy, I think he was something Matanui. That's what this guy's like alias was, something Matanui. And was it Toa Matanui? I don't remember what this guy's name was. But apparently this guy was trying to leave YouTube, and what he did is he gave I don't think it was Tojun. No, it wasn't Tojun. It was one of her friends. He gave one of Tojun's friends the information to his YouTube account, because at this point it was still like just a YouTube account. It wasn't the Gmail and everything connected. At least I think so. But yeah, so they had the account. I don't remember if... I think they deleted the account. I think they deleted this guy's account. You know, he gave them the information to the account, you know, the login data. He's like, oh, just do whatever with it. And so they deleted it just to make sure that no one else could get into that account and, like, mess with it. And I think that's what started this thing, this sort of feud in the community of, like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. There was one guy specifically who had like a huge rivalry and beef with Shadow Gear Edict Tarts. It was pretty much like Edict Tarts versus Shadow, and they really hated each other. And there was actually a leaked Skype call because like all the Bionicle YouTubers, they all knew each other and they would hang out on Skype. Someone recorded a Skype call between like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them. It was and Edict Tarts. I think it was Edict Tarts, one of his buddies, Shadow Gear, Toa June, maybe like 1 or 2 other people. I don't remember. I don't even really know that much about Edict Tarts. Jeez, dude, what am I doing? Basically just them arguing back and forth about some... I don't even remember. I just remember there's the Shadow Gear said something like it's called Honor Edict. You should look it up. He said something like that. It's like Edict Tarts was like, I understand you're saying this, but why? Why did you do it? And Shadow was like, it's called Honor Edict Tarts. Look it up. Or it's called Honor Edict. Look it up. He said something like that. It's just even as a kid, when I listened to that, I was like, "Dude, what, bro? That's a little cheesy, but okay." I don't know. I think he. Never mind. But yeah, I didn't know what I was really listening to in that Skype call. It was. What the fuck? What am I doing? What have I let happen to me? What the fuck is this? Why are there so many? I've never seen this many pinwheels before. What the fuck? I've legit never seen that many pinwheels before. I just don't... Oh, fuck off, dude. Come on. Oh my goodness gracious. What am I doing? There we go. I'm getting too distracted by telling this story and like trying to remember what this is. like what the lore is behind the Bionicle Flame War. But basically, you know, I think there was one other thing that spawned on the Flame that spawned the Flame War. Shadow Gear 6335. He did so like one thing that a lot of Bionicle YouTubers would do is they would host contests, like mock contests where it's like, hey, make a Bionicle, like make a really cool Bionicle, tag me in the video, and you'll win a prize in my contest. And this is what Shadow Gear described the events as. Like I don't remember this at all. I don't even know that this event was a thing. But and it was a while ago. He said that basically what happened is that he got a ton of submissions for the contest, and there was like a top 10. You know, there were like 10 places, and for first place was like this really intricate, amazing, well-designed Bionicle, like dragon or something. I don't remember. I'm not gonna say dragon, actually. I don't know what it was. It was something that was apparently really well made. However, Toa June, who was his girlfriend, also, you know, she also had a submission in the contest, and she did like, it was like a Pokemon kind of no, well, it wasn't a Pokemon kind of creature. It was a Pokemon. I don't remember what Pokemon it was, but and Shadow Gear even said that it wasn't like it was a super like amazing complicated sort of build. It was just because he loved it because it was Toa June's, and you know, Toa June was his girlfriend, and so he was super biased. And so for in the video announcing who the winner was, he's like, okay, and the winner is both of these two right here. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to be first place, so they both win. And apparently that, you know, obviously it was bullshit, because like the one that the guy had made was clearly like the superior build. He only did that because Toa June was his girlfriend, and so people were like just totally flaming and roasting him, and that only like, you know, caused more flames to go up in the ass of the drama. So oh fuck. Oh, I'm so glad he didn't hit me. Oh my god, I'm so lucky he didn't hit me there. I actually don't remember how to get the fuck out of here. Is it's through there, right? Is it through that little opening? No. No, I'm not going down there. Fuck that. I don't remember how to get up. I thought it was through here, right? Or is it? No, I don't. I really genuinely, I do not remember how to get the fuck out of here, and that is so unfortunate. I think, oh god, these fucking dudes. Hold on, how do I jump? I changed the key for it. Oh, right, okay. God, can you guys fuck off for like 2 seconds? Holy shit. There we go. Alright, now they will fuck off. Oh, no, they won't, because there's dudes in here. Oh, wait, what's this? Fuck, it's been so long since I was, like, crawling around down here in the catacombs. I actually don't remember. Oh, jeez. Yeah, hold on, let me kill you. So yeah, the whole, basically in short, the whole thing of Shadow Gear, or I'm sorry, Toa Shadow getting killed all the time in videos, that was not because it was like a fun, haha, gimmicky kind of thing. But people were legitimately pissed off at Shadow Gear, and like they were trying to like roast him constantly, unfortunately. Yeah, so that I didn't find out about that until like 2016 or something. I had all these flashbacks back to videos of Toa Shadow getting utterly obliterated. But I think he was friends with Kyler Nuva. Like, I think Kyler Nuva just thought it was a funny trend, and so he put that into his videos. I actually don't know where the fuck I'm going. Oh, no, we're here. We're here. We made it out. I think he may have been friends with Shadow Cat. I think in the video where he did like a compilation of Toa Shadow getting killed so much, I think he said in the description, this is just for fun, like I'm not trying to, you know, shit on anybody or bully them or whatever. So I think with Kyler it was probably different, but with a lot of them I think, especially with Edict Tarts, because I know Edict Tarts made some videos with, or maybe he didn't, I don't know, that's what I remember at least, is Edict Tarts did make some videos where Toa Shadow got fucked up. Also, Leno Dude did that. Leno Dude, I really like Leno Dude's videos because, basically, he would just dub Team Fortress 2 audio over Bionicles doing stuff, and I thought that that was his audio. I thought that when I was a kid, I thought that audio was original to his videos, and so, yeah. Then I showed that to one of my friends, and he was like, "Oh no, he didn't make that. That's Team Fortress 2." And he showed me what Team Fortress 2 was. The first thing I ever saw of Team Fortress 2 was Meet the Heavy, and immediately I was like, "Oh, I need to get this game." And that was, I think I've told this story before, but that was the first rated M game that I ever played. Well, not that I ever played, but that I ever owned. Basically, my dad was away. My parents didn't let me play anything. They didn't even let me play Halo, which is like the least violent of all the first-person shooters. And TF2 is like the most violent. You know, people constantly getting blown up, and you know, so I don't know. My mom took me to Best Buy. I told my mom, "Hey, I want to go buy this game." My dad was gone on. He was gone on in some other country. I was like, "Hey mom, I want to go buy this game. Can you please take me to Best Buy?" And she's like, "Sure, I can do that." "Yes sir, Bluefield. Yes sir, Bluefield. I shall take you to Best Buy." And so she took me to Best Buy. Good old fashioned Best Buy. Dark Soul 1, yeah. Oh yeah. She took me to Best Buy, and I got the game. Picked it up in the aisle. I saw it there. And this was after, like, this was a year after TF2 released, I think. And I don't know how, I was really young. I was not 18. And so when we went to the checkout aisle to buy the game, you know, of course the woman, she had to ask, like, "Okay, and are you okay with buying this game that's rated blah blah blah?" And my mom looked at it. She saw the M rating. She's like, "Mature." And I go, "Oh no, it's just because it's a shooter game. They have to rate it that way." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And she just let me buy it. And I went home. I installed it on my computer. I installed Steam, and I had the time of my life. That all night I played through that game. And by all night I mean until probably 9 o'clock that night, because I went to bed. I had a bedtime that I had to keep. I had to get to bed. Oh, right, I was going to try to use the rapier, I think, a bit during this playthrough. I don't really want to use it right now, though, I think. Yeah. Why don't you take that? Oh, wait, I have to... Yeah, there we go. Damn, I only have 2? Fuck. Do the snake people give them? Do they drop them at all? I think they might, right? Snake dudes over here. Oh, you know what? I need to buy the self upgrade thing from him. I keep forgetting to do that. I forgot to do that when I went down. Yeah. Here it is. Repair. I'll buy that as well. Yeah. With TF2 though, I didn't play online for like a few weeks because I thought the combat I was doing combat training, you know, offline with bots. I thought those were other players, and I thought it was good. But you know, I kept on thinking like, at first I was like, why aren't any of the players? Why don't they move around in the you know, when we start out in the level? Like they just stand there. And then, you know, I actually joined multiplayer games. I've, you know, started, you know, getting all of the different weapons and stuff. And I quickly found out that I was, in fact, really fucking terrible at TF2. I'm not good at TF2. I play it every once in a while, like here and there. I know a lot of people still like play TF2 very seriously. I mean, it's such a good game. If I were to choose between TF2 and CS:GO, I would choose TF2 every time. Even though I'm not, you know, I've said this before, I'm not a big multiplayer game kind of guy. If you forced me to choose, I'm gonna choose, you know, like single player games. Like, yeah, I mean, you know, Dark Souls, they're single player games, really. Like, there are multiplayer aspects of them, but at the end of the day, they're single player. I think I did everything I needed to, right? I haven't played Dark Souls 1 in a while, so I'm kind of, yeah, no, we're good. I think the last few times I played through Dark Souls 1, I did forget to... Oh, shit! Fuck, god damn it. Alright, well, that's the first death. Damn, I haven't died in Sen's Fortress in fucking years. That's really bad. What was I gonna say? I totally forgot what I was gonna say. My train of thought just gone. It got robbed by a bunch of, never mind. Oh, man. Yeah, sorry, the game was lagging there. Yeah, that was lag. That's why I died. I died because of lag. Sen's Fortress. Don't mind if I do. What the fuck? Really not doing a lot of damn to these guys. Oh, man. Jeez, dude. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I liked Counter-Strike when I was a kid, but I wouldn't really play. I didn't play like the competitive, like what is it called, like what is it called in COD? Search and Destroy. I mean, I loved Search and Destroy in COD just because of the social aspect when I was a kid, and also if you were good at it, like if you could get a lot of kills in Search and Destroy, in COD, like you would rank up really quickly, because like kills were worth like 500 points or something. But, you know, just the social aspect of Search and Destroy, I loved that so much. Like, we had like a overly patriotic, like, meme clan. Oh, man, it was so, a USA clan. It was very fun. I'm sure there were, like, many USA clans out there, but what we would do is this was Black Ops 2, by the way. Whenever we would, you know, load into a lobby, immediately we would just start talking the most unbelievable shit to the other team, like even if it wasn't a team, like if they weren't, oh shit, sorry, I'd just be like, okay guys, as soon as we find a match and we're in the lobby, just start talking shit to them, like don't let up until the game starts. And so we would join just immediately, like you couldn't even hear what any of us were saying. It just, yeah, it was very funny. We weren't like a serious clan or anything. I think, how many people did we have? I don't know, but that was so much fun. Why is everyone a mod except me? Do you just hate me? Maybe. You read my mind. Oh crap! Oh, I forgot about that trapdoor there. No, I didn't. Just kidding. I thought I would do that just for comedic relief because we're talking about some serious, you know, Black Ops 2. Back in the old days, is very serious topics. Wait, hold on. I see your chat there. Let me just get rid of this guy and then I'll read that. Hold on. I actually design models and animations with 3 years designing for streaming. I'd love for you to check out my work on Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll totally do that. Thank you. Yeah, because I do need to. Oh, that was too slow there. I do need to get my model figured out because I know exactly what I want to do with it, but I don't know who to approach to, you know, actually draw and rig it. Oh God, and animate it and everything. I need to figure that out. I'm very new to VTubing. That's why I'm a pre-debut VTuber. I just have the default cat going on. I just need to figure it out and see. But yeah, I should If you're in the Discord, just send me a message. Oh, what the hell? Am I bleeding? No, I'm not bleeding. What am I talking about? Yeah, no, I'll try. I'll see if I can get back to you on that. But because I do need to get it figured out sooner than later. Because the thing is, like I said, I do know what I want to do for my VTuber model. So what's left is I just got to get it figured out. Like I don't think I can do it by myself. Originally, what the plan was is I was going to do it. I was going to you know, draw it. I was going to animate and rig it up with that software. I forget what it's called, but I just don't think I can do it. So I'm gonna have to reach out to somebody. But yeah, Erica, I'll probably message you after this though. Anyways, what were we talking about before? Oh yeah, with yeah. So when I was a kid, I really liked CS:GO. What I loved about it a lot was gun game, and I can't believe there's no gun game in. Oh, you know what? I need to reinforce the halberd. Yeah, right there. There we go. Love CS:GO former. No. I'm saying, I loved CS:GO as a kid. I absolutely, like, I put many, I think on my Steam account, I think I have like 400 hours in CSGO, but that's not from, you know, me playing it a lot, like, within recent years, playing the, oh, well, you know what, I may as well just go use that to upgrade. That's just from me fucking around when I was a kid and, like, having friends over, and we would see how fast we could, like, we would compete to see how fast we could finish gun game, against, you know, AI, because I never played against players because I was too bad. I was too terrible. That's how I was with a lot of games. Except for Black Ops. Well, Black Ops 2, I was just all over that game when that came out. That is still my favorite Call of Duty game. I think it is probably... I think, like, overall, it's the best Call of Duty game. Like, it has the best, or I don't know if I would say it has the best campaign, but it has one of the best, where it has, like, it did something really crazy that I don't think any other campaign did. And if they did do it, they were the later games, where you had, like, multiple endings. You could do, oh, fuck, what am I doing, man? There were many different choices that you could make throughout the game that would affect things later on. Like there was a part in the game where you were playing as some undercover guy in a terrorist organization, and you're presented with either killing a U.S. Navy SEAL, like executing a U.S. Navy SEAL, or, you know, turning the gun on, like, the head terrorist guy. I used Black Ops 2. On matches, getting kill streaks, all that. Yeah, dude. So the multiplayer, I was gonna say that too. The multiplayer of Black Ops 2 is peak. Like, I don't think there's a Call of Duty game with a better multiplayer than Black Ops 2. Like, I've played I don't know, maybe Modern Warfare 1 and 2. I don't know. I think overall Black Ops 2 was the best. Even though SMGs and shotguns were pretty strong overall, they didn't feel like they were so overpowered that, like, you had to use them to do well. I think everything in general was very good in Black Ops 2, or very balanced. And there was also a lot of stuff. But one thing that I didn't like about Black Ops 2 is that it had the first DLC-only weapon, which was the Peacekeeper. It was pretty, you know... I mean, I like the guy. The Peacekeeper was a great SMG. They were saying, like, oh, it's a hybrid between an assault rifle and an SMG. It was just an SMG. But it was one of the best weapons in the game. And I actually did get Diamond. I got Diamond for launchers, SMGs, and shotguns. But yeah, Black Ops 2. The thing about the zombies is that I think some of the like Transit die-rise weren't amazing. Everything else was very good. Black Ops 3 has the best zombies just purely that it has the workshop, but you know you can't even really, you know, unless you have like the Blops launcher, I think. Even then, I don't want to download that. I don't really trust it. You can't even play any of these games online anymore without, you know, getting fucking hacked. The campaign was peak too. I love the extra weapons on the side channel. Yeah, like there was so much to the campaign. It was so well done. You could tell that the designers for it were actually trying to make something cool and good. Oh my god, I forgot to Kindle. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I need to become human and then Kindle real quick. Sorry. Now it's 2025. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, because it's 20... I didn't remember if it was 2024 or 2025 in Black Ops 2, but yeah, it is 2025. Yeah, I think... What's that level where they had... It was that... And there was also a multiplayer map on this thing. It was like... Pakistan had a city that was on the water. Like, it was basically just a big cruise line. And, you know, there's that level where... you have to kill those terrorists that are, like, abducting that one woman. And if you fail that mission, then it actually affects the story greatly, I think. No, but I remember years ago I played through Black Ops 2 on... What is it? Veteran, which is the hardest difficulty. I played through it on Veteran. It actually was not bad at all. You know why? Because I used the... in the flashback sequences, I used semi-automatic snipers. In the current time, 2025, I used fucking semi-auto snipers. That made the game so trivial. Like, I would just sit in the back and one-shot everybody. It made the game so much easier. Yeah, it was very cheesy. Cheesed every single level in that game. But yeah. Super fancy hotel is really really rainy. I don't remember it being rainy, but it was like, I don't know, it was just basically just like a big cruise line, and they're like, yeah, it's Pakistan. Pakistan made this city on the ocean. It's like, okay, that hasn't happened. I mean, so all the tech, like they had basically invisibility cloaks. I mean, they had so much shit in there that where it's like, you know, we're not even close to that. But you know, that's fine. They're not. I mean, you know, think about science fiction films and novels in the 1950s and 60s and 70s where they thought we were going to have, like, hovercraft in 2000. Yeah, the strip club with the Skrillex. Do you remember, like, how big of a deal that was when Skrillex was, like, Skrillex's song was featured in that level? Everyone was like, oh my god, guys, it's Skrillex. It's the song where he goes, I can't even do that. Was a very, to be fair, that was a very cool sequence in the game. Yeah, Black Ops 2, just overall, just such a peak game. I played it so much. You know, Ghosts came out, didn't really like it, went back to Black Ops 2. What came after that? I don't even remember. What was it? Oh yeah, Advanced Warfare. Didn't really like it. Went back to Black Ops 2. And then at that point, I sort of, I was moving more to PC. So, man, just look at him standing there. Look at that big old guy. Look at that big guy. You know, go over there. Why don't we go over there and give him a kiss? Little tummy tickling. You ever had your tummy tickled? Love getting my tummy tickled by my 10 girlfriends, who are all 100% real and who I am not making up as a bit for the stream. They are all 100% real, all 10 of them. Well, there's only 3 of them in this room right now, but you know. Message retract. Wait, hold on. Can I see what that message said? No, I can't. Damn. Anyways, God, yeah, Black Ops 2, such a good game. Too bad you can't play it without getting fucking hacked, though. Because, you know, that's insane. Like, can one of them speak real quick? Sorry? Wait, sorry, what do you mean? Oh my god, bro. Whoops. Oh, one of your girlfriend. Oh, yeah. Ashley. Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. They don't like speaking on stream because they're shy, and they don't want the random people on the internet. Quote. I don't want random people on the internet to hear my voice. I don't. My name's Ashley. My name's Ashley, and I don't want random people online hearing my voice because, like, that's totally creepers, dude. That is what you said. That's exactly what you said. Exactly what you said. Never. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Anyways, though, what was I? Oh, fuck. I see. I actually am not being. I think it's because I'm just really tired today. I'm not as ADHD right now. I'm not being super ADHD. Like, I'm actually able to hold a topic for, I don't know, as long as it's taking for me to explain it. I don't know how we transitioned from the vtuber stuff to Black Ops 2. But oh, speaking of biotube, so I think I did a stream a few months ago where I showed you guys the Project Mononui with the Ignition 3 project, where Ignition... So, there's this thing in Bionicle called the Ignition Trilogy, where it's 2006... It's the 2006, 2007, and 2008 storyline. Like, all the comics, all the books, all the serials, all that kind of stuff. The stories for all of that. And so, this one guy... Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Hold on. I do want to... Hold on. I do want to see that animation. I'm sorry. This one guy... I forget what his name is, but... or what his alias is on YouTube. But he made 2 stop-motion films of, the... First one was for the 2006 storyline, then 2007. They covered most of the story from the books, not everything. Like, one of my favorite scenes in, like, the first book for the 2007 story, he didn't really put in there. But I kind of understand why. You know, it's understandable. It was kind of a gigantic scene. And he didn't, you know, it's not like he has buckets of extra pieces to create entire armies fighting, which is what happens. It's one of my favorite Bionicle novels, where the Baraki, 80,000 years ago, they're kind of, you know, they're about to attack Metro Nui, which is like the capital of all of Bionicle land, pretty much. It's the brain of the giant robot. They're about to attack it, and all of their armies are just sort of like hanging out, and some of them are skirmishing, like keeping busy. And then the Brotherhood of Makuta, the gigantic armies of, you know, like tens of thousands of Toa, Rahi, Rakshi, like other, you know, and whoever else they had in their ranks, just absolutely plowed through the Baraki's forces. And, hold on, I need to listen to something right now. Am I? Never mind, we're good. And he didn't have that scene in it, but it's like, I kind of understand. Like, that'd be really hard to adapt, like, just him on his own. From what I understand, he did all the special effects and all of the stop motion. I think he just had other people do voice acting, like, to help. Because there were a lot of other people in that project that did voice acting. But so he didn't want to do Ignition 3 just because Ignitions 1 and 2, they were a lot, and they were really taxing on him. You know, it's understand. They were like 2 to 3 hour long stop motion films, and they required a lot of editing, a lot of voice acting, a lot of special effects. So I understand why he didn't want to make the third, but this one guy was like, hey, man, is it okay if I make Ignition 3? And he was like, yeah, sure, go for it. And they have this huge team now working on it. It looks like a legitimate movie. It's crazy. Like, it's all stop motion with Lego Bionicle figures. and they have, you know, like computer generated backgrounds and everything. They have like so many special effects, and apparently so episode 1 is coming out this summer, and there's like a little promo I can show you guys at the end of the stream. Again, they're called Project Matanui Rising, and man, it just looks so good. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Like, it looks professional. It's so good, and I really want people to watch this. Like, even if you're not like a Bionicle fan, like someone who grew up with the toys, like I think you should still watch it because it's so good. Like, the story is so well done. There's so much cool stuff in Bionicle, and yeah, I really want people to go out and support this project, because I know that, like, I remember like 3 or 4 years ago when I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, that's when they released the you know, the first trailer for it. I don't think you can even find the first trailer for it anymore. I think they took it down. But they've released like a few sneak peeks here and there. Like, one of them is of Bakuda Pterodax and Makuta Miserix fighting. Miserix, at the time, he was the leader of the Brotherhood of Makuta. Pterodax is, you know, sort of challenging his rule, and then ultimately the Brotherhood chooses to follow. Thoughts on Night Rain? I mean, I don't really know what to make of it right now. I think I want it to, you know, it's FromSoft, so, you know, I want them to do well, and I want them to make something good. But I don't know, like, the thing about Elden Ring Night Rain is that there's too many reused assets. There just is. It's so much of it is stuff from Elden Ring or from the Dark Souls games, just like straight up ripped out and just pasted in here. Like, all the characters and stuff that you can play as, obviously that's all new, and there's like, what, 8 new like main bosses, but like, really, that's it? Just 8? You know, if you're paying $40 for a new game, it's like, you know, I'd expect, I don't know, but in terms of the general concept of the game, again, I don't really know, because the thing is that I'm not. This isn't the kind of game that I would play if it wasn't an Elden Ring game, if that makes sense. Like, if this was just some random other IP, I would just look at it and be like, it's not for me. But because it's FromSoft, because it's Elden Ring, and because, you know, I'm a fan of the brand and the company, and I want to support them, and because also I love the combat system of these games. I'm probably gonna buy it. That's the thing. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna stream it. I'm sure it'll be. Here's the thing. I'm sure for what it is, it's going to be very good. I'm sure it's going to be very good. There's gonna be a lot of people that like it. It's just personally not something that I am like. Just like it personally, it's not something that I'm super interested in. I'd rather they just make another DLC for Elden Ring. Or like just make a spin-off sort of sequel / prequel thing for Elden Ring. And I don't really like multiplayer focused games. So like the thing with Elden Ring is that the game is designed around 3 players. And I don't like that at all. I don't really want to I don't like spending money on games where your fun is dictated by other people, or like having to play it with other people, you know? For me, I always like the co-op aspect of Souls. Yeah, see that's the thing, is that for a lot of people, that's something that they personally like. For me, it's not. That's not really the case. Here's the thing. For me, I wouldn't have a problem with it if there was an option just to play with 2 AI players. Like, if they weren't actual people, they were just like just AI players that would follow you around. And, you know, attack enemies if they were nearby or whatever. And the reason why is because the way that this game is, the way that this game is intended to be played is with 2 other people. It's supposed to be a 3-player game. That's the way that it's balanced. That's the way that the game is designed to play. And it's like, okay, well, what if you don't have an internet connection? You just paid $40 for a game that you can't even properly play without an internet connection without other people. And so it's like, that's why I love that TF2, all these older Call of Duty games, they have the option to play offline with bots, so that, you know, if you don't have internet or if the servers go offline, you can still play the game like normally, like how it's supposed to be played in these multiplayer aspects. But with Night Rain, you know, the lack of there being, you know, an option to play that, because look, objectively speaking, the way that you're supposed to play it is with 2 other people. So if you don't have 2 other people at your disposal, whether it's because I don't know, your internet or, you know, like for whatever reason, then it's like, okay, well, yeah, you can still play it offline by yourself, but, you know, the game isn't supposed to be played that way, and they even said it's, you know, it's supposed to be played with 3 players. It's going to be way, way, way more difficult if you play it by yourself. So, you know. And again, I think for me though, the biggest issue is that it is just a bunch of reused assets. There is some new stuff in there, like the new characters that you can play as, like the custom character, which do look really cool, by the way. I love the executor with the fucking oh god, the meme with, oh my god, the memes with that guy. I was looking at Twitter, dude. The memes for that guy are so fucking funny. You know, like that image of the werewolf guy like tearing off his shirt under the moon. I love that picture so much, and I saw someone like put that in. Oh my god, that's so funny. I fucking love that so much. And the new bosses, like the Hellhound looking guy that splits into 3. Like, here's the thing, that's really cool, because, you know, that's a boss that's genuinely designed around like 3-player co-op. That's fucking cool. Oh my goodness gracious, bro. Holy crap. There we go. Like that guy looks, I don't remember what his name is, but, you know, like the wolf thing that splits into 3 different bosses. That's really cool. I think that's awesome. You know what's not going to be awesome is when you're fighting him by yourself because you don't have an internet connection. And he splits into 3 parts. Like, that's going to, yeah. So I think that's how it's going to be with all of these, what are they called? Night Lords? All, you know, whatever. Like, all of the 7 new, the new 7, like, bosses that you can fight, that are unique to Night Rain. They're probably all going to be designed around 3 players fighting them. And, yeah. And here's the thing, they could absolutely... Bye, guys, I've unsubbed? Nah, I don't believe it. Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Ollie the liar over here. Ollie the guy who lies. Ollie, you know what they call you? They call you the guy who lies. That's what they told me. That's what they told me. Hey, I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Yeah, no, with Night Rain, I mean, the thing is that, you know, with Elden Ring, was insanely excited for it. Shadow of the Erdtree, very, very excited for it. Night Rain, I am excited for it to an extent, but it's just like, I mean, I don't really know if I personally am going to enjoy it a lot. I am going to buy the game. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if it's going to be something that is, you know, personally up my alley. I hope it is, like, it turns out to be like a genuinely good game. I hope it's not just, you know, everything in that's not the Night Lords is, you know, reused assets. I hope there's like unique enemies and mini bosses in there and stuff. It doesn't really look like it, unfortunately. And also, I don't like how it's blended with, like, they blended the world with Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Like, that's obviously just because they wanted to bring in more, you know, assets and stuff. It kind of, it's very immersion breaking. It's weird with that, like, world breaking kind of thing. And then it's like the fucking Fortnite allegations where it's like you get skins from previous games. It's like, it's cool. But look, it's Elden Ring Fortnite Edition, or Elden Ring. Yeah, it's Elden Ring Fortnite Edition. That's really what it is. And if you like that, then, you know, then you like that. I personally don't. But I don't want this weird sort of like, because, you know, we also saw the trailer for Duskbloods, and we know what that's about. I don't want this to be the direction that FromSoft goes down. I don't want them to be focusing on making like these kind of weird multiplayer games. I think Elden Ring was one of the most successful games of all time for a reason. That's because its formula was extremely good. Just like all these other games, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring, and by Dark Souls I mean all three of them. These games all have such a great, amazing formula that I think it would be an absolute tragedy and a mistake for FromSoft to not be focusing on it. Yeah. So Night Rain. Hope it's good. I think it's, look, even if I don't personally enjoy it that much, I think it's overall going to be like a good game. I think for what they're trying to achieve with it, it's going to be good. The thing is that also one thing about Night Rain that might scratch an itch of mine is one of my biggest complaints with Elden Ring is that Sekiro has a boss rush mode where you can rest at a bonfire and fight bosses that you've already killed, but you can't do that in Elden Ring. There's no reason for that. Like that should be in Elden Ring more than in Sekiro, because Sekiro you can beat that so quickly. It's such a short game compared to Elden Ring. Elden Ring takes so much longer to beat, especially like with the DLC and everything. You just got to get to the DLC in the first place. So like when you kill Bale, your choices are to download Cheat Engine and just spawn Bale in the arena again, which I don't want to download Cheat Engine. I just don't want to do that. I don't really trust it. Do the save file shit, which is really tedious and awful and annoying. Or start a new playthrough. And so if you just want to fight like some of the bosses specifically, you really don't have a lot of options. You really can't do that. And so Night Rain might do that. It might like, because in Night Rain you can just immediately spawn into a world and go around and fight bosses and stuff. I don't know. Because the thing about Night Rain is that it's not being immersed in the world and having a story. It's basically just, all right, get into the arena, go around, collect some gear, and go kill stuff, and then prepare. Fortnite. Oh, the closing, the fire, like whatever. It's going to be totally different. More of a focus on just trying to go around killing stuff and looting. While Elden Ring, obviously you're constantly fighting stuff. There's more of a focus on like slower exploration and yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, though, I think the goal that FromSoft is trying to achieve with this, I think they're probably going to achieve that. I think they're going to be. I think the game is going to be like a technical success. Like the game itself will be objectively good for what it's trying to accomplish, if that makes sense. Anyways, my God, you guys gotta stop with the fucking femboy stuff in the Discord. Oh my goodness. I got on Discord today. I think you guys were, who was it? Was it Flounder? Yeah, Flounder. I think it was Flounder. You were, who is it? Which of you guys likes femboys? Who is it? That's got to stop, man. You got to stop with the if that's unironic, you guys got to quit that the heck off. You guys got to quit that the heck off with the femboy shit, cuz that's not good. Big Fluky was absolutely smoking you guys in there. Anyways, I don't know, what's something else that we could talk about? Well, I've been reading One Piece a bit more. One Piece, very good. Here's the thing about One Piece is that I was telling Rat this the other day. Rat, he's a buddy He's a mod. He's a loyal guy. You know, he's a big One Piece dude. And I told him that one of the things that frustrates me the most about One Piece, and I still feel this way about it, is that One Piece is like the biggest tease of any manga I've ever read. Because in between all of the main arcs of One Piece, you'll constantly have like you know, like switches between like points of view where like for example, in one of the arcs, I think it was right after Luffy beats Dr. Crocodile in Alabasta. I think so the Navy, I think they call a meeting of the 7 warlords of the sea, and only like 3 of them show up. I think it's Mihawk, Flamingo, Kuma. I think that's it. I think they're the only ones that show up. And there's all this stuff with like all these politics of what's happening in the world of One Piece, the world government, and then with the 5 elders. And but all of this like is just a few pages, if you know, just like barely even 1 page or 1 chapter. And it's like this stuff to me, like that shit is super interesting. You know, like my favorite show of all time is Legend of the Galactic Heroes, the original. It's very long. It's a political drama. I think it's damn near perfect. I love it so much because every episode is like that, where you have so much going on. You have like so much stuff. Not politics as in like, you know, Trump versus Biden, that kind of stuff, but politics in the sense of like, you know, what's happening in this world, and people are discussing and plotting. They're being all devious. You know, they're getting ready to tickle some tummies. And One Piece has that kind of stuff. One Piece has that, but it just teases it. I think, I don't know if Oda just is afraid that if he has more of that in the story that his readers will be disinterested. I can't imagine that they would, because like for me, that's the most interesting. Those are the most interesting parts of the story, where we're seeing like the 5 elders, and we're seeing Shanks, and like all the like different world leaders, in the world of government, like getting together and discussing and plotting. Like that shit to me is so interesting. And I bet a lot of other One Piece readers feel the same way, but I don't know. I don't know. Right now I'm on the Kaido or the Wano act. I think I'm on exactly. Hold on, let me bring it up real quick. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, I'm on chapter 950. So I think I'm like, I have like 230 left. Because I think the manga is on right now chapter what, 1180 or something. I don't know. I'll have to check. So I still got a ways to go. I'm getting there though. I'm getting there. I'm slugging my way through. I'd say actually I would say that overall though my biggest critique for One Piece is that there like in terms of the overall length of the series, it is longer than what it's like stuff that actually happens in the story, if that makes sense. Like most of Elden Ring, most of One Piece is just like banter between various characters, and yeah, like the thing is that with I said Elden Ring again, with One Piece, you know, it's like 1100 chapters long. It really doesn't, like, I've read 950 chapters. It doesn't really feel like I've read 950 chapters, if that makes sense. Just because it's not really filler per se, but a lot of banter that could, you know, doesn't really need. And even then, the banter, it's like, so like after the Big Mom arc, what I really wanted was a conversation between Nami and Sanji, and that just never happened. And I was like, okay. There's really not a lot of like serious conversations between characters, unfortunately. I'd say one of my favorite things about One Piece though is it's really fucking funny. The jacket fruit. This guy, he has the power of the jacket fruit, where if someone puts him on, he can control their body. That's just fucking funny, dude. I think Luffy in gear, yeah, what is it, gear 4, where he names his special attack like the Rhino Schneider or something. That is so. That's just so. Like when I read that, I was like, hold. I had to do a double take. I was like, hold on. Am I actually reading that correctly? The Rhino fucking Schneider. Yeah. There we go. There he is. There he is. The big man himself. Oh yeah. Okay. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I love how I died right at the beginning of Sen's Fortress to the snake, and I just didn't die to anything else after that, and I got through Anne Orlando, like, no problem. Fucking love this game, though. It's good to come back to it. You know what I need to do, though, at some point is I need to I need to attempt some deathless runs on here. That's what I used to, basically what I used to do. I don't know if you guys watching, if you're like somewhat new. I assume most of you are, if you're watching. But basically what I kind of built this channel off of in terms of like the live streams was, essentially I would just play through Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3, like try to do deathless runs of them, and but the main, like, first thing that, like, really, I think, kind of, like, got people to watch my channel a little bit was, obviously, you know, I only have, like, 1,000 subscribers, so it's still, like, a very small amount of people. But, the first thing that people really noticed on my channel, I think, was, the Soul Level 1 runs for, Dark Souls 3, and I think I had, like, 20 streams where I was just fighting Freed. It was probably more than 20, it was probably, like, 30 or something. I wonder how many attempts that was. Fighting Freed on that first character. I only beat her once on Soul Level 1. Just once. And, yeah. Best feeling of my life. Well, maybe there was one that felt better. But, yeah, no. That was, I think that was my biggest gaming accomplishment, was beating. I didn't even beat the game. I mean, I pretty much beat the game. I didn't beat the Soul of Cinder, but I beat Sister Freed instead. Okay, I'll take that as the final boss because she's way harder than Soul of Cinder. But I got to you know, I got to Soul of Cinder. I just never beat him. Dark Souls 1, I got to Artorias. I beat Artorias Soul Level 1, but never beat Gwen just because I wanted to do the rest of the DLC. Damn, my throat's getting cut. I'm actually talking a lot this stream. Usually I'm not talking as much during the streams, but there we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I play so amazing. You know what I totally forgot to do is put on... Yeah, I forgot to put on Havel's armor. I know, that's right. I know if you're watching this, you're probably like, "Oh god, he's doing this." Yes, I am. I haven't played this game in a while. I gotta take it easy this run. I promise my next run I'll use like a different I'll use a different strategy. You know what I'll do next run? I'll use lighter armor and I'll use the rapier. That's what I'll do for my next run. Well, after this, I kind of want to play Dark Souls 2. I almost said Black Ops 2. After this, I kind of want to play Dark Souls 2. Do a Dark Souls 2 run. That'd be... I haven't played Dark Souls 2 in a while. So that would be... Well, it's been longer since I've played Dark Souls 3. Maybe I should play Dark Souls 3. I kind of want to play Dark Souls 3 after this, just because it's been much longer since I did a full playthrough of Dark Souls 3. Not a Soul Level 1 run, I think. I think I'll just do a normal run. I think we'll just do a normal one. I don't really want to go into Soul Level 1 right away after not playing it for like a year. Are there any challenge runs for Elden Ring? I don't want to do any challenge runs for Elden Ring, honestly. But I mean that's the thing. That's kind of the point of challenge runs, is that you don't really want to do them because they're not, like, you know, they're not super fun or anything. They're very challenging. That's why they're called challenge runs. But I don't know. What are some good challenge runs for Elden Ring though? There's no way. No, you couldn't do like a soul level 1 run in Elden Ring, right? That just seems so improbable. That just seems so impossible. Like all bosses, soul level 1 run. Like the DLC, you just couldn't. I don't know, man. Elden Ring's bosses are so fucking unbelievable, especially in the DLC. Alright. How much are they? Like 2,000? Oh, great. I don't even have enough right now. Now, I think I have a chunk, correct? So I can get it up to plus 11. That's for sure. Alrighty then. Yeah, so the only challenge run that I've ever actually completed was, like fully completed was Dark Souls 3, Broken Straight Sword. I forgot what it's called for a second. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 Broken Straight Sword. That run, you know, that run really wasn't that bad. I think I had, the last few bosses were pretty tough. Freed was pretty tough as well. Like and by the last few bosses, I mean like, Gale and Midir. They were pretty difficult. They were pretty, haha tummy ticklers. They were pretty strong guys. They made me forgore where I was. But, oh, jeez, I gotta get even... Oh, no. No, I'm being a naughty boy. Hold on, I got some souls right here. There we go. Got some souls there. I think that's enough. Yeah, I think that's fine. There we go, yes. And then I can do... Oh, should I turn it into a lightning halberd? I don't think that's a good idea, right? Well, I could upgrade it once afterwards. No, I could do 2. Yeah, no, I could do 2. Sorry. Yeah, I could do 2 upgrades for this. I think this should probably. I think this could probably be worth it, right? A lightning halberd. I've never used a lightning. I've never used the lightning halberd before, so I don't know if it would be good or not. Let's see. Is there anyone that? I mean, okay. So Ornstein and Smo. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Dark Souls are Ornstein and Smo weak to lightning. Let's see. Smo's weak to lightning in the first phase, while Ornstein is strong to lightning in the boat. Okay. I don't think it'd be a good idea for me. At least, okay. See, here's the thing, though, is that for Ornstein and Smo, I think they're the only bosses where they're going to be at all. Yeah, hold on. Let me read this. Weak to fire damage, making fire-based. Okay. Do I have fire? Do I have fire stuff that I could put on my weapon? Hold on. I might. Oh wait, what's? No. Yeah, no. I really don't have any other resin. Okay. Does he sell any? He might sell some fire resin. Nope, not that. Yeah, never mind. I'll just keep it like this. I think I'll just keep it like this because well, it did say that hold on. It did say that Smo is weak to lightning. So hold on. Vulnerable to lightning in weak form. Also has moderate resistance to fire and magic. Both becomes resistant to light. Okay. Yeah. No way. I'm not gonna do it. I think the extra damage literally would like do nothing. Like it would just hurt me. It would for everything afterwards. I think we're fine. However, yeah, for everything lightning damage, for everything afterwards, we'd be fine. It's just with Ornstein and Smo, no, just a big fat no. Just a big old-fashioned, nah, we're not going to do that. Nah, I don't think so. That's one tummy that I do not want to tickle. So I think what we'll do is I think we'll fight Ornstein and Smo, and then we will end the stream a bit early tonight. I don't know what. I'm kind of tired. Is it just because I'm playing Dark Souls that Dark Souls just drains me more than Terraria? I think in Terraria, to be fair, there is a lot of downtime in Terraria. I think there's just sort of like a lot of standing around planning. At least what I do with Terraria. Can I really not fucking jump over that to get back to the bonfire? That's wonderful. Alright. Could I get one more level up, actually? What do we need? How much do we... Hold on, where does it say how much I need to level... I can just see it at the bonfire. I don't think it says it. I think it's only in Dark Souls 2 and 3. 16k? Okay, hold on. How much do I... Here, what can I... No, I'm not going to be able to make that. Okay, let's kindle this all the way, and then we'll go fight him. We'll destroy them. We'll absolutely devastate them in every way possible. We will live leak them. It'll be on live leak. Do you guys remember live leak's not a thing, right? What's the new website? I don't know. Fuckme.com. All right, let's tickle some tummies. I haven't fought Ornstein and Smo in a while, so this is probably going to be absolutely dreadful. No, just kidding. This is going to be really good. This is going to be, like, really good. Guys, trust me. My secret is that I'm really super duper gay. That's my secret, is that I'm super duper gay. Yeah, our secret is that we're going to be super duper good at this fucking game. We're going to go in there and we're going to fuck them up. Not sexually, you know, because, you know. But we're going to go in there and we're just going to absolutely wreck house and fuck. That's right. Ah, okay, that kind of scared me. I forgot that guy was over there. No, I didn't. I just did that for dramatic effect. Yeah. It's like the refrigerator guarding her small lady friend. You've all seen the memes. Alright. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, shit! Oh my god. Run! Fuck, I'm doing terrible. I need to get Ornstein away from him because I can't be juggling them. Jeez, that did more damage than I thought it would. Oh my god. Fuck. This is so bad. This is literally like zero skill fighting right here on my end, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I haven't played this in a while. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, dude. You made a mistake. There we go. No, I wish I didn't skip it. That's such a badass cutscene. That's such a cool cutscene. I wish I didn't skip that. Whoa! Holy fuck, man. I really did not get that timing right. I'm sorry. Help. Run. Help! Help me! Fuck. Help. Help. Help! Oh my goodness gracious. What am I doing? I'm literally playing like fucking garbage right now. Dude, how did I let myself get hit by that? I'm actually playing like a fucking retard right now, dude. I'm regarded. Ow! What? How did that? What the fuck am I doing? Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm getting like kind of greedy. I need to. Help! 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 Help me! There's a bomb! There's a bomb! I need help! There is a bomb! I need help! Help me! There's a bomb! There's a bomb! I need help! Bomb! Bomb! No, okay, okay. What are you gonna do, cutie pie? How about this? How about I tickle your tummy a bit? Ooh. Yeah, dude. You ever get your tummy tickled? It kind of hurts, doesn't it? Ooh. There we go. There we go. That was terrible. I honestly, like, the thing about fighting them with Havel's armor is that, you know, it is easy in the way that you're not going to take a lot of damage, but it's so hard to move around. I won't do that for my next playthrough, don't worry. It'll be an actual fight. It'll be an actual fight of me dipping and weaving around, eating ass. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. There we go. Hell yeah. Look at this. This is what I've wanted for all. Oh. What? Come hither, child. All right. Hello. All right. Chosen undead. Oh, you're Guinevere, dude. That's easy. Lord Vessel. Damn. I don't know what that does, but we're gonna take it back to Mr. Snake guy, and we're just. All right. What can we? Yeah. Yeah. Get our DPS a bit higher. Yeah. Hold on. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna put the Lord Vessel in there. We are going to go back and kill that Firekeeper. Here, we'll do the Framped stuff. I like Framped. He's a cool character. I like his mustache / arm things. You know, he moves them around kind of like their arms. Like, don't listen. Look here. Look, listen. Don't tell me that he has not used those arms for.
You have done it. You have retrieved the Lord Vessel after 1,000 years. It is you.
You know, Framped is kind of like me. What do you guys say? Framped is kind of like. He's kind of like me, you know? He's sort of like the Bluefield of Dark Souls.
Forgive me. I really should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready.
I think Frampt is such an underrated part of this game. He's so funny. He's so wholesome. He's such a daddy, you know? Like Frampt, he's such a daddy. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Frampt, he is such a daddy. Okay? I love him so much. I love him more than my own mother. He's great. He's just great. He's such a dad. I swear. I swear, if I was alone on Earth after the zombie apocalypse, I would want Frampt to be there with me, okay? He's daddy. He's that guy. All right, guys. Daddy. I have Grimlock. I have G2, the new G2 Grimlock right here with Wheelie on his shoulder. He's in robot mode. But damn, this guy's big. But he's Grimlock, so he should be big. But there's $50 or so. I'm like, this is actually pretty. This is what a $50 Transformer should be, though. To be honest, I was looking. I need to get the 2 aerial bots. I think it's Slingshot and the other one. I have Superion pre-ordered. I didn't get him when he was available, unfortunately. But I have Superion pre-ordered for November. I need to get the 2 aerial bots though. One of them's like $30. I'm like, dude, $30 for a deluxe? No.
Very well. As kick to achieve commences, scarce brave the fort and all. Are you ready? Then we.
Okay, alright. I think we'll continue this tomorrow, though. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, there we go.